We'll practice converting electronics values into metric prefixes to make large numbers simple and readable. And now the metric prefix. This is only used with units, and while engineers prefer engineering notation, scientific notation is still used across math and science, but the metric prefix. This is only used mostly in engineering and especially in electronics, in real world measurements, and also when values need to be read quickly. Now, the engineering notation goes well with metric prefixes because we're using it in engineering and electronics. And the key tip for this is that exponents must be a multiple of 3. 340 times 10 to the fourth will be wrong, but 3.4 times 10 to the third or 10 to the negative 3, these two examples are in the metric prefixes. Now, let's move on and let's express these quantities using metric prefixes. Now, on the left hand side up corner, I prepare a chart with the engineering notation and metric prefix that will help us understand and put these numbers in a readable and easier way to understand. Now, the V stands for volt, and let's put 50,000 in a metric prefix. So 50,000 times 10 to the third, because I moved towards the left only 3 steps. And now something to keep in mind is that we're not changing that number. That number still is 50,000 volts. But now we can write this better because 10 to the third in engineering notation is kilo, and kilo stands for K. So the metric prefix is kilo for this one. So let's write K V. So this is 50 kilovolts. That's easier to write and easier to understand. Now, the next problem we have is ohms. That symbol that you look there is ohm. So let's move 3 and we move another 3. That is 6 to the 10 to the 6th power. Now this is 25 times 10 to the 6 ohms. We did not change the number. This number still represents 25 million ohms. The only thing now is that 10 to the 6 is mega, and mega is represented by a big M. So we can write this 25 mega ohms, and this now looks nicer than having that big number on a piece of paper. The next one we have A, and A stands for amperes. We move 3. Let's move another multiple of 3, that is 6. So we will have 36 times 10 to the negative 6, because this number still is a very tiny number. But now we don't forget our unit, which is ampere. And 10 to the negative 6, that is micro. And micro is this little looking symbol and A. So that is 36 microamps. Now you can pause the video and you can try these examples by yourself. Let's solve it now. Let's move 3 steps to the left and let's move another 3. So that is 56. So this number is 56, 10 to the 6th power ohms. Still is the same number as above, but now 10 to the 6th, that is mega. So we will have our final unit as mega ohms, and this is nicer and easier to read, 56 mega ohms. All right, the next one, let's move 3 towards the right, and we can move another 3, so that makes it 6. So now we will have 470, 10 to the 6th, negative 6, because let's keep this number the same, it's still a tiny number. So our final answer will be 470 microamperes. Now the next one, 0.25. Let's move towards the right 3, and we have amperes. So this now will be 25 times 10 to the negative 3. We didn't change the number. You have to keep in mind that we're not changing the number. We're just trying to write this number in an easier way to read, and that is 10 to the negative 3, which is milliamperes. So our final answer, 25 milliamperes. Now, if this video helps you, give it a like or let us know down in the comments. Thank you for watching.